So for today's video, I have my friend Harry on.
Hello.
And she is a makeup artist, and she has her own podcast and her blog and her own YouTube channel. Yeah, she does everything. And we filmed a video on her channel. We already did my base on her channel, so you can go over there if you want to see how she did my face makeup. So we're just going to play around with more color and
get you out your comfort zone.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So I've just prepped Madelynn's eyes with a little bit of this. This is from Wonder Beauty. This is a Smooth Sailing 360 eye primer, which I really like actually. It's got quite a nice liquidy base, but then it sets down. So we've let that set for a little bit. And then I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to start with the darkest shade from these Colourpop Super Shock shadows. This is a shade Chromoscope, which is like a really lovely rust. I'm feeling like the olivey green background and rust, and you've got these gorgeous earrings on, and I'm just digging all the colour palette. So I am going to take one of the Real Techniques Bold Metals brushes. This is 203. And I'm just kind of like saturating the brush, and then I tend to tap a little bit off just in case there's any fall down. So I am just going to, in fact, if you have your eye open for me and just look straight ahead. Yeah, sometimes when you're trying to like find your socket, it's kind of a good way having your eye open, because then you can kind of like see how much space there is.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because I always forget how pigmented these are actually. So we're getting you straight out of your comfort zone. Then I'm going to use the Colourpop palette, which is Double Entendre. It's my best French there. And I'm taking the orangey shade. And I'm now just going to use that to like soften what we did on top. So I'm kind of going over. I'm just going to soften a little bit what we've done. And if you didn't have a lighter shade, you could always use a loose powder. You could always use a pressed powder even, just to soften any edges, especially if you find doing eyeshadow really stressful.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like keep your powder nearby. Okay, so we're going even brighter now. Stick with me, guys. So we're now taking the shade Shop, which is more of like a corally red. And I'm going to use the same brush I started with. And this is a matte as well, because I like to play a lot with texture on the eyes. And also, if you're playing with different textures, then it's usually going to last longer as well. So if you have like a mix of matte and shimmers, you just create a bit more dimension.
Is this like an everyday look, or?
This is when you're like in your pajamas and you've got to go and get milk. Well, we were talking, weren't we? Because we're both very like minimal girls, and I feel like I believe in this like minimal meets extra sometimes. So like if I'm doing anything like this extra, the skin's got to look like skin. Your freckles should show through. Like I like seeing pores. Like I feel like anything can work if the skin looks real. So it's just kind of playing. And I think we're also scared to play with colour because we've got this idea of like daytime makeup, nighttime makeup, you know? And sometimes it's good just to be like, you know, wear your nice perfume. Don't save things for best. Like just play with stuff. So I am going to take kind of like a pencil type brush, going back to that first darker colour now. And just look up from Madelynn. I'm going to go underneath. Oh, this is working so well with these like olivey tones now. And I think as well, like, you know, if the idea of colour scares you, like you could even do like a cool red eyeshadow but wear no mascara. Like, you know, sometimes it's kind of taking away certain steps. To me, this is like just all kinds of pinky purple goodness, but I want to use it. So this is the shade Wild Thoughts. Just a little touch of like a shimmery liner. And then it just adds another dimension, because reds and pinks are kind of from the same colour family, even though you would think it would be clashing. It kind of clashes in a really cool way. Just using that Hourglass, I think this is called the Arch Brow Gel. Yeah, brow shaping gel. Just to put a bit more texture through the brows. I like to keep the brows nice and fluffy if I'm doing something full on with the eye. And I think that is the thing, it's just like balance, you know, find something you can take away if you're using, like with this kind of eye, I quite like that you've just kind of got lip balm on. I'm going to use one of these Organic Skin Co. I'm going to use, I think, a tiny bit of this one actually mixed in with a lighter pearl. So I'm just adding the tiniest bit of cheek, but I don't want anything too intense because it's going to fight with the eyes otherwise. So just a little mix. Mixing highlighter in with your cream blush as well will also just like tone it down a bit. It kind of dilutes it slightly. And then to finish, I'm just going to lacquer up with some more mascara from the Organic Skin Co. And just look down for me, Joe. Oh. And I think this would look equally cool without mascara, but I think to offset that like really vibrant metallic pink liner.
Looks so good, Harry.
Oh, I love it with your earrings. I feel it looks so cute. And I think that's the thing. It's just like have fun with makeup, play with it. Remember, you can take it off, experiment.
Yeah, it makes me definitely want to play around more with like going out to events and stuff.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, even like every now and then I'll dabble in a bit of glitter, but I might just use it in a corner of my eye or something like that rather than putting it everywhere.
Right.
So, try different textures, try different colors, see how you feel in them. That's the key really as well, is like how you feel.
Yeah.
You could, add liner to the bottom of this, you could add mascara on the bottom, but I like the softness of the under lash without any mascara on the bottom.
So this is the final look that Harry did on me. We just kept it really
Sorry, start again, I fell.
Pretty cushion.
You're so nearly there, babe. Thank you for letting me paint your face. I've wanted to paint your face for quite some time, and it was a joy.
Yes, thank you. I'm so happy we got to do this. Yeah. And I'll leave all of Harry's info in the description box for you guys to check out.
Cool. And I feel like we did more bold colors on your channel. On my channel, we have like slightly more subdued color. So if you want to see like the softer version, there's still color in it, but it's ever so slightly softer and different texture over on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for having me, darling.
Okay, thank you.
See you soon, guys.
Bye.
Bye.